Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. We're going to talk silver. Silver's the topic of today's video, and I'm so excited to tell you about it because you're going to see something, I believe, in the next 12 months that will absolutely drop your jaw. It will literally be a coming to Jesus moment in the precious metals markets, specifically around silver. And I implore you to be a part of this movement that I'm trying to do. And you know, I'm only one person. But this channel has grown so big, not because of one person, because of you. And it's called the power of one. And I think it's very important. If you've been invested in silver, please heed these words if you've been invested for some time. If you're new to silver, I'm going to talk about in a second what's going on in silver markets. But first, I'm going to talk about this movement. It's called, it's a hashtag that I started. It was brand new, so we can see where it goes. And there's two of them. It's hashtag Silver Christmas, hashtag Silver My Stocking. And I'm trying to encourage people to take creative photos. And I've already started putting some of my photos, creative photos I took with the elf on a shelf, with some stockings and a coin, a silver coin, and just a piece of paper that says, hashtag Silver Christmas, hashtag Silver in My Stocking, and trying to get those hashtags trending and moving with creative photos, people taking creative photos saying that they've decided to take a silver coin, 1 ounce silver coin or a silver bar, and put it in a child's stocking this year. And that is silver that will now be taken off of the market. If you understand what I'm saying, how important that is, off of the market for the next 5, 10, even 20 years, because as those children grow up, they put them in their keepsake boxes and it becomes precious to them. Not only do we teach children what real money is, what real value is, as opposed to just fiat currency notes that are worthless, right? Based on how much are printed and how much are taken away from us. Precious metals are here to stay. They're extremely valuable. You literally cannot use this cell phone without silver. And it's actually depleting. It's actually going away little by little. Once silver goes into this, it's never recoverable. It's not at these prices. It is impossible to recover it. It's not worth it. A cell phone can throw away in the trash. It would take much, much higher silver prices, which I believe, and this isn't financial advice, is coming. I believe silver is the most undervalued asset on earth, and you're about to see, like I said, a coming to Jesus moment. Remember that phrase because it's very, very important. All right, now the silver market right now is breaking. The stock markets are starting to sell off, all right? Around the world, people are starting to figure out, because of geopolitical tensions, like with Russia and Ukraine, soon to be China and Taiwan. I hope that doesn't happen, but China's said it's going to happen. We're going to see vital supply chains cut off for commodities. And like you saw, what was akin to what happened in the auto market in the last couple of years because of a chip shortage, because there was only a few countries that built these chips, right? So it caused a global shortage in automobiles and all kinds of appliances and things like that. Total chaos, right? You're going to see that in commodities, all right? Because some countries produce vital precious metals like silver for industrial purposes, or cobalt and nickel and things like that, copper for electrical, industrial purposes, and other countries don't, right? So you're going to see wars, price wars going on with these things, especially over the next year as the economy starts to collapse and you see more war break out. All right, so right now, the paper price of silver, as of the other day, sold off like 4.5%. That's a big move in silver. I've seen a 9% move before, but it's a big move. And what you need to realize is people the other day went rushing down to their bullion dealers, and they wanted to scoop up deals. Silver was down over 4%. They want to scoop up deals. The problem is there were so many people that went in there. The precious metals, the actual cost that these dealers are paying went up. They called their supplier and said, hey, we're sold out. And they said, okay, well, it's going to cost you another 25 cents over spot per ounce, or it's going to cost you another 50 cents. And it's absolute pandemonium, all right? Another thing that's going on in the precious metals market that didn't exist back in 2008 was the formation of these social media groups all around the world that literally have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people on them talking about how valuable these metals are now. And that, sharing news and information. And so many more people today are awake than in 2008. Now, with that being said, the numbers still do not lie. There is less than 1% of the world's population that own any physical gold or silver. That is right. I know it's hard to believe, but do you own it? Put down in the comment section if you own it, and do me a favor, do me a big favor, and it's really more of a favor for you. Be honest in the comment section and say, I don't have any. How do I do it? Well, first off, to answer that, you go down to your local coin store and buy a coin. Then start looking around online, find deals, find reputable dealers. I have some affiliate links from companies I've worked for years. You don't have to use those. You just need to get something in your hand to hold together. And what I always tell people is buy 2 silver coins and then cling them together. And it'll be, I'm not joking, I know it sounds crazy, but you're going to feel something and hear something different. And let that take you on your own journey of monetary history, all right? Like I said, when I called my broker, he said, it's absolutely crazy right now. People are panicking. People are straight up panicking. And prices are going to go lower from here. You know, I spoke at the Silver Symposium last year, and when I came back this year, they said, you were the only person that said silver would be lower. And it's because of supply and demand dynamics, one thing, but also perception. Perception is the biggest thing. And I knew that people were going to be in a fog and in a haze still with unemployment coming in for people, subsidies, you know, government subsidies coming in. They are, you know, honestly, fat, dumb, and happy, for lack of better terms. And that's about to change. You're about to see so many changes. Like I said before in January, I said it's going to start in the fall, specifically in September, and you're going to see this roll through into Christmas, and you're going to have 4 months of chaos before the Fed probably even ever steps in or the government starts to step in, all right? It's going to get nutty, all right? But just know there's going to be lots of opportunities. Now, with that being said, last time, gold and silver bottomed about 8 weeks after Lehman collapsed. And they went on a multi-year tirade. And when I say multi-year, I mean silver went from $9 to $50. And gold did the same thing, not as big on a percentage basis, but that was exciting. And you want to know why? Because a lot of people with the invention of cryptos goes, who cares about a 4 or 5x return? You know, I could get more than that. Get ready, you're about to see magic in the crypto. And it's going to be the downside because it's so tied to stocks, specifically the NASDAQ. So with precious metals now, we're about to enter this boom, but first we're going to have a shakeout, a fear shakeout, because a lot of hedge funds held, you know, gold and silver as a hedge against uncertainty, but when they start getting margin called because of bad speculative bets they made, they're going to sell off their paper contracts, which adds to selling pressure, right? Including manipulation in the markets. That is very evident. But you can't manipulate the physical. And what's happening right now is the London Metals Bullion Association, or the LBMA, is having its vaults drained. People are taking physical delivery and it's getting drained. And the more coins it sells, the worse it's going to get, because there are some suppliers that have even figured out how to go get COMEX bars, take them and slice them into like loaves of bread and sell those. It's never happened in the market, and you're going to see fireworks. And I don't remember who sells those loaves of bread. I want to get a hold of one. But my buddy, my broker, has one, and he's Andy Scheckman, and they're amazing. And we're literally seeing the physical vaults, the big bank vaults, being drained right now of their physical silver. And the day, I can't tell you when, but the day when it's done and they go, all right, we're settling in cash, there's no more. And yes, we know we faked and printed all these fake shares of silver, and now there's no physical silver. We're just going to redeem in cash. Those people are going to be made whole, but they're going to be pissed, and it's going to be all over the news. And then that's going to cause so many people, because once it hits the CNBC, you know, Newswire, thing like that, and they can't deny it because trust me, they don't want it in there. That's when you're going to see a rocket ship. Now it is draining very, very nicely, both the COMEX and the LBMA. And that's why I wanted to do this hashtag Silver Christmas, hashtag Silver in your stocking. We've got to take creative photos. Take photos of you holding it with a, you know, a Santa hat or you know, anything, right? Put those hashtags on a piece of paper and share them. And the more creative the photos, the more they're going to get shared, right? And it's going to wake so many more people up, and then they're going to go get some silver. And it's just like in the Bible where it says, I don't remember exactly how it's worded, but the rich will heap silver up like dust, and the poor will come gather and be blessed. And I don't remember what Bible verse that is, but I believe that moment in time is about to happen right now, like literally within the next year. Very, very well-known, amazing, huge multimillionaires, some billionaires are saying that they believe, they've been saying this for like 5-10 years, silver is the most undervalued asset on earth. and I stand right next to them and say it as well. Stop putting your timing on things and be grateful that you have an extra day to buy a little bit more. That's how I look at it. I don't look at the price fluctuations. I look at how many ounces I've got, right? How many I've got stored up in vaults. Another thing too, and I'll put a link down below to these, another way to hedge this downside is to be able to buy more silver in bulk. So I choose the vault because I'm taking part of the paper price as it dips down because I'm buying silver that's allocated, set aside because it's in my name, but it's in bigger bar form, but I'm buying ounces at a time. And for people that don't have a lot of money, you can start these accounts. I've got 2 links to 2 companies, but for silver specifically, it would be the One Gold account. I'm sorry, not One Gold, the AppMex account. There's so many. Yes. I'm gonna put the link below. You're gonna see it. And that's what I use for buying silver that's vaulted and set aside. And you can start with, I mean, literally as little as 100, 200 bucks. But I want people to understand what's going on in silver markets. I'm super excited about that. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.